Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And before I get started, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down will work as well. And if you like knife content and you're not already, think about hitting that subscribe button. Alright, today we're going to do another top 10 video since y'all seem to like that so much. Today is going to be my top 10 discreet knives. You know, they're lightweight, they're thin, and in all dimensions, and you know, something you could carry in an office, carrying maybe some gym shorts. You get my picture. And I had some requirements. They all had to be under 3 ounces. They couldn't be any wider in the this is just an example, couldn't be any wider in the dimension like that of 1.25 inches. And they all had to be in the thickness right here under a 1/2 inch thick. So I'm going to go from number 10 to number 1. Let's get started. Number 10, it's coming in from CIVIVI, the CIVIVI Mckenna. Just a great gentleman's knife. They have it in this Damascus 9CR, and I think it's like $70. You can get it in D2, and these are G10. Deep carry pocket clip, left or right hand carry, you know, front flipper, really good front flipper, comfortable in hand. This thing is super lightweight. You definitely won't even notice this is in your pocket. I mean, I've worn this one with gym shorts, and it's been a joy to carry ever since. Number 9 is CJRB Raya. This is one that I got from Knife Center with the pack of wood scales and the titanium pocket clip. Just a very thin overall knife, very slim in this manner, and it's only 2.2 ounces. Great action. One thing though, if you get this one, the pocket clip is stiff, and make sure if you slow roll it, make sure it's locking up. This one's been fine. The access to that lock bar is a little tough. You got to kind of use your fingernail, so that's why it was down all the way to 9 on the list. But they're all good options. All these could have issues. You know, I've never had a perfect knife. So number 8. Wait, yes, 8. Yeah, number 8, Benchmade Bugout. Mine's been reground, and that's why it's lower on the list for me, because the standard version is FRN, and we're acting like this is a standard version. If I wouldn't have had to do all the mods to make it enjoyable for me, you know, it might have been higher. You can get it in G10 now. All these knives have to be in my collection. That's, you know, that's another requirement that I forgot to mention. But excellent knife, you know, especially a backpacking knife, a gym short knife, besides the rough texture underneath the stiff pocket clip. But great knife. Alrighty. Number 7, the Artisan Cutlery Small Centuri. This is the one that I put a thumb stud on. This one has some excellent action, nice and lightweight, snappy front flipper, and now that I put a thumb stud on it, just love it. The Artisan, this one comes in at 2.14 ounces. It's very slender. You got some nice micarta scales. This one's, you know, a good bit more than the last 3 that I showed. This is $200 plus knife. It's a Ray Laconico design, but it is a very thin and discreet package. All right, next is it. Number 6 is a USA made blade, and that is the Hogue Deca. This one's been reground. It was already a good cutter. I just like mine to be nice laser beams. I liked it enough to get the Warncliffe version, So whichever one, this is just another option. This blade shape's still the same, except I got mine ground a lot thinner. If you're looking for a nice American-made, lightweight knife, the only problem, this one doesn't have a deep carry pocket clip. You could probably add one, but if you're looking for discreet, you know, that's not going to be as discreet as some of these other ones. Alrighty. Number 5. The CIVIVI Mckenna. I mean, the CJRB Elementum, my bad. This variation is not available right now, but the D2 variant is. So you can get, I think, you can get micarta and D2. I added a thumb stud because I just like doing that kind of stuff. You know, I don't think you can't ask many knife people that like budget blades if they don't like the Mckenna. It's a great knife. I just sharpened mine up. This is the 3rd time I've sharpened it just because I was doing a lot of testing with it. And it's a nice cutter. It's nice and lightweight. And even with this S35 VN model, this was under $100, a good bit under $100. And the D2 variants, I think it's like $50. Deep carry pocket clip. You know, what there's not to love. Alrighty. Number 4. This is where they get tough. This is the Ferrum Forged Stinger. Beautiful knife. Nitro V steel. I think these come in, $90. 2.55 ounces. Look how slim that is. Very slim. Got some nice skeletonization. Deep carry pocket clip. Excellent action on this thing. You can spotty flick it, or you can just rocket it out with that flipper tab. You can choke up on here, and as you can see, mine's wearing a new edge because I've been testing this one out as well. Nice fine point for digging out splinters or whatever you could be doing with your knife. I've been enjoying the Stinger. Definitely can make it on one of my favorite blades of 2020. All right, the top 3. Okay, the next is the Real Steel Compact Metamorph. Now, the last time, as I'm shooting this video, they're still available. I will leave a link down there. They're not cheap. I can't remember the exact price on them. You got M390 blade steel, nice thin stock, nice and thin grind, or decently thin grind. Easy access to that lock bar. Very, very smooth, very fidgetable, very slender. In this dimension, deep carry pocket clip. So it fits the bill. This one fits the bill really well to those specs that I was talking about and discreetness. And that is the Steel Wheel Compact Metamorph. God, I feel like I'm not here today for some reason. These next 2 are, they're some of my favorites now. Not just these categories. And the next is the Quiet Carry Waypoint. Absolutely love this knife because it's completely rust proof. Very, very slim. Good in my hand, my medium sized hand. Nice full length blade on here. Good action on washers. It comes with a nice deep carry wire pocket clip that goes left or right hand carry. I just preferred the lynch clip just because I like modding things. Van X steel, and these have just come back in stock as of when I'm shooting this video. So go check out their site if you've been wanting one of these, because they usually go pretty fast, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. That is a Quiet Carry Waypoint. The Waypoints, they're not cheap either, though. The Waypoint, what is it, $295. They're a small batch company, but they make quality products, at least from the ones I've had. I've had pretty much every model that they've made so far. All right, and the last is definitely fitting all those bills. It's the most expensive knife out of the group, and you know that's not the only reason I picked it or anything. It's a beautiful knife. It can fit a lot of bills, and in my eyes, the more and more I carry it, it's almost the perfect EDC blade, and that is the Chris Reeve Knives Manundi. This one's in, I think that's Box Elder. I always want to say the wrong thing. It looks attractive. It's stupid light. This is the lightest knife out of the group at 1.54 ounces. For my medium-sized hands, I get a perfect four-finger grip, comfortable. Get that nice, beautiful crown spine that Chris Reeve does. When I say this thing is butter smooth, it feels so nice. It's very addictive to open and close it. Now, I will say, since the S35VN versions came out, they have kind of polished the inside of that little opening hole. And I mean, I think they want you to two-hand open it, I think, but the older models left it a little sharp to where you could easily one-hand deploy it with one thumb, I mean. And I could still do it by pushing down the blade, but reliably, I usually pinch both sides of the blade like that, and it just makes it a little bit easier. Easy to get to that lock bar. Just an awesome knife. So this makes my number one. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit more so y'all can see them. My number one is the Chris Reeves Manundi. And I don't know if that's something for me, like that red hue right there. Number two is Quiet Carry Waypoint. Number three is the Real Steel Compact Metamorph. Number four is the Ferrum Forged Stinger. And number five for me is the CIVIVI Elementum. There you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the knives I've shown, please let me know. There's some knives that didn't make the cut, mainly because they didn't meet the requirements. Like, for instance, the TRM Atom would have definitely made the cut, but when I made those requirements, you know, it's just how I look. And this thing's over 1.25 inches wide, you know, but it gets carried in that roll. Just whenever you set requirements, you can't go over them, even no matter how much you like the knife. And this met all the requirements, but for me, the Elementum took the place of the Ontario Rat Model 2, mainly because of this area right here. That's just my preference. And if I still owned a regular Benchmade 940, it would have made the cut as well, but this is the titanium version, and it is heavier than my specs. Let's see what it comes in at. Oh, it comes in at 3.37 ounces, so still super light, but it's not under 3 ounces. And if you want a quiet carry, but you don't want to spend the $295, pick up a quiet carry chase. This would have made the list too. It's 2.79 ounces, and you can get it in 20 CV and G10 for $110. I think that's a hell of a deal. Mine's in N690 because this was one of the first ones that they made. Stupid smooth, just a cool little EDC knife. So that's a good option for that one. And two more good options, but they weren't available right now that I could see, is the Drop Gent and the Drop Dog Tooth. Both of these are stupid light. Both of them are thin. You get a nice full-size blade on the Dog Tooth, and just a nice, I did a bunch of mod work to mine. That's another reason why I didn't put it in here. And one more. For those of you who still stayed here, and an option, if this would have been in here, a budget option would have been this SRM Knives 9111 GW, $20 knife. It is 8CR, but like I said, it's a budget you know, like a budget option for the size blade and the thinness that would have met the requirements for this list. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If there is a certain top 10 video that y'all would like to see, let me know down in the comment section, because I'm always willing to make whatever y'all want to see. I just don't, you know, sometimes I run out of ideas for y'all whenever, you know, y'all don't seem to want to watch too many reviews unless they're grouped in together. All right, guys and girls, hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.